It's almost the last week of the month. You are out with your friends enjoying at the mall and you see a beautiful pair of shoes on the display. You really want to buy them, but at the same time, you don't want to disrupt your monthly budget. So all you have to do is buy now and pay for it later. No, I'm not talking about your credit cards, but I'm talking about this new feature which we see everywhere these days. Buy now and pay later. Right from paying for your daily grocery needs to paying for your educational fees, buy now pay later services are present almost everywhere and are offered by various companies like Amazon Pay Later, Zest Money, Lazy Pay, and many other such apps. But what is BNPL? Is it useful for customers or businesses? Which are the apps which you can use for using BNPL services? And is the future of BNPL services just restricted to B2C markets? Hi, my name is Jay Dattani, and in today's video, we will answer all of these questions. Buy now, pay later, often referred to as BNPL, is a payment service provided by these apps to its customers. Let's say Raj wants to buy a new mobile phone which is recently launched into the market, but right now he doesn't have enough money to pay for it. All he has to do is register on any of the BNPL apps, add his Aadhaar card and PAN card details, and apply for a registration and pay later request. Then BNPL app will use its own algorithm and study the past transaction from Raj's account and make a decision on the amount which he can get from the BNPL app. After which, the BNPL service provider will make a payment on behalf of Raj. In the next month, when Raj has enough money, he can pay back this debt either in full or in EMI without paying any extra amount as interest. Now you would say these are the services even credit cards provide. Then what's so special about BNPL? When it comes to credit cards, we need to understand one thing. In a country like India, where we have 900 million bank account holders, only 30 million bank account holders have a credit card. That is only 3.33% of the total bank account holders. Getting a credit card for many is not as easy as a salesman explains you while waiting for a train or waiting for a metro. There is a long procedure and a lot of eligibility criteria which you need to fulfill for getting a card. You also have to pay annual maintenance charges and a lot of taxes when it comes to credit card. But that's not the case with BNPL. The process is quick, not many eligibility criteria, almost 0% maintenance charges, and no interest on the payments. Let's again take the example of Raj. Now that he has purchased a new mobile phone and the BNPL service provider has made a payment on his behalf, the seller has received the payment on the spot. But the seller has to pay a commission of 2 to 8% to BNPL service provider. The commission that BNPL service provider receives from the seller depends upon the product and the past transaction history between the seller and the BNPL service provider. If after a few months Raj makes a timely payment for his bills, then his credit limit is increased for the next purchase, and this process keeps going on. But if Raj after a few months doesn't pay back the money, then he is charged with the interest and a late fees depending upon the amount and the time of delay. And these are the few pointers which contributes to the revenue of BNPL service provider. Many BNPL and NBFCs are collaborating with various businesses to provide their customers with buy now and pay later services. Though the business is charged a commission of 2 to 8% depending on the product on every transaction, they are ready to pay it because these services have helped them in increasing their customer base. Not only expensive products like TVs and smartphones, but even companies like Zomato and Swiggy have started offering BNPL services to their customers. Companies like Amazon and Flipkart are using BNPL as an highlighted feature for promoting their products. In countries like US and UK, customers can even opt for BNPL services in retail stores like Walmart and Target. And many believe that this can be the future of BNPL in India. BNPL is also going to play a very important role for small and medium-sized businesses in India. But more about it at the end of this video. BNPL services are a boon for customers. They can now buy any products at any time without thinking much about the money. The process is quick, hassle-free, and without any delays for approvals and no criteria to meet. Even students and self-employed people who find it hard to get a credit card can opt for BNPL services. In a way, we can say that BNPL provides a short-term interest-free loan to customers to make a purchase. And that's where the problem lies. Even though small, these debts need to be paid by customers on time. Failing to pay them will create a big hole in their pockets because of interest and late fees. Not only this, a default of a small amount by a customer affects their credit score by a very big number. And in a way, they are losing an opportunity to get a loan in future when they actually want to buy assets like home or a shop. 57% of users have said in a survey that they are buying expensive products which they can't even afford because of BNPL services. Students right from a young age can use these services, which has created a habit in them of buying products which they don't even need or can't even afford. Not only this, we often see news of BNPL service provider using unethical ways to recover money from defaulters. And due to spending habits and pressure of repayments, news of people committing suicide have also been heard. But at the same time, if these points are not taken into consideration and no proper rules are brought in for late fees and interest rates, then this is a big problem for customers. While there are too many companies, now even banks are offering BNPL services with almost a similar model and a slight change in the interest rates and the time. Let's take a look at the few prominent players in the BNPL industry. Number 1, Simple. It was started in the year 2015 and provides an interest-free offering for 15 days and for an amount of up to Rs 10,000. The time limit and the credit amount keeps on increasing as the customer starts using these services and makes timely payment. Number 2, LazyPay. It's very interesting how LazyPay offers its services of buy now pay later to various platforms like Zomato, Swiggy, Book My Show and a lot more. These are some of the apps which people use on regular basis, and a 15-day credit-free offering by LazyPay is helping a lot of customers. Number 3, Paytm Postpaid. While other BNPL apps are offering an interest-free credit period of 15 days, Paytm Postpaid offers it for 30 days. It also allows payment of up to 1 lakh rupees. But they charge a convenience fee of 0 to 3% on the monthly spending of a user. Number 4, Amazon Pay Later. During the pandemic, Amazon realized BNPL is the need of the hour, and they started with Amazon Pay Later, where they provide an interest-free payment option for 15 days or a EMI based option of 3 to 12 months with a nominal interest rate. Following the footsteps of Amazon, Flipkart started with Flipkart Pay Later, where they provide similar kind of services and customers can also pay their bills with BNPL. With more and more BNPL service providers launching in India, customers are getting more options and better offers due to the competition. But there is something very interesting for all of us to know about the future plans of BNPL services. BNPL is surely booming in India for customers. But now, the future is about BNPL services for merchants. BNPL for merchants is a new strategy by many fintechs and banks to provide short-term interest-free loans to small and medium-sized companies for purchasing raw materials and stocks. All they have to do is register on their platforms, and the BNPL service provider will pay the suppliers on behalf of the small businesses. Then these business owners can pay back the money in 15 to 60 days without paying any interest, and the credit amount for them will keep on increasing as they keep making timely payments. With this new service, the suppliers will get on-the-spot payment for their products. The business owners will also have an ability to enjoy a credit period of up to 15 to 60 days. And at the same time, the lenders have an opportunity to invest their money into the market. In the BNPL for merchants, the rules for late fees and interest rate remains the same as normal BNPL. But the scope here is too big. What do you think? BNPL for merchants is the new big opportunity for banks and small business owners? Let us know in the comments below. Till then, if you like the video, do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more such amazing content.